and everything because you've been promoting them.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
I have them out. They're real pretty. And then, do you want to pack a hard one or a medium one?
I don't know. Yeah.
Pack some basic. Okay.
Yeah.
That looks so. Look how cool this looks, Grandma.
Check. We're live. Action. What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday morning to you. I don't know if we've ever done a Sunday morning live stream. Maybe we've done it in the past on Black Friday, but we're here in the warehouse at HQ. I wanted to just check in with everybody this morning. We're going to walk over, check on the, hopefully we can go check on the design guys, see how they're doing. We want to give you some ideas, continue to be a product shill for you, and give you some things that you need to buy, either for yourself or to timestamp this to convince other people to buy it. We have, it's so weird what YouTube does to us. Like the stream on our cameras looks amazing, and then by the time it compresses and recompresses, it looks like crap. But we'll transition from big camera to iPhone, so just know that we may have a little bit of a drop here after we kind of open up the video. The best news ever for us as a business, we had our best ever single Black Friday day. We had our best ever leading up to Black Friday by opening up the Inside the Hex orders early. So pre-Black Friday was best ever. We had our best ever Saturday by by about $65,000. So yesterday we eclipsed our best ever. 2022 is our best ever Saturday, Black Friday sale. So let's keep this theme going. Let's make Sunday, Shelly's here too. We'll make Sunday our best ever day in Obsessed Garage history. So, but everybody's here packing, shipping. I want to get a status update on what order we're at. So we'll get you up to date on that. I'm going to pick somebody's order to pack. It's going to be a fun little morning. Maybe spend an hour and a half or 2 hours together, and then I'm going to go and try to clean up my garage after the disaster that we had a bomb go off from live streams. And then tomorrow, you'll want to come and we're going to really dig into the story behind a lot of the different products on Monday, on Cyber Monday. So let's have our best ever Cyber Monday, Shelly. That'll be the goal. So, man, I'm looking at my tires. I want to get my mounting and balancing machine set up somewhere. That's a lot of money just sitting there, Shelly.
Sell it.
Yeah. I really, really want those to be set up. I thought about selling it. They're probably worth more than I paid for them, because I bought them pre-inflation. So they're probably worth, they're basically brand new. They're probably worth more.
I'm always like, sell it.
That could be a Tesla right there. That could be my Model S.
A golf cart.
But I don't have a guy anymore.
All I want.
What happens if I get wheels? New tires? What am I going to do? I'm going to have to try to figure out where to get them installed. That's the thing with having your own mounting and balancing machine, is that whenever, but that is a
often is that?
That is a Tesla Model S worth sitting there.
Let's think about this logic.
It's once every 3 months, maybe, on average.
They'll hear my negativity.
Shelly, I want you to come over here, and I want you to give us your status update of your Black Friday shopping. Have you spent as much as I've made here on these records?
No. I bought about 3 things. Today and tomorrow will be my big shopping days.
The microphone's right there, lady.
I have to actually talk in it.
You don't have to be on camera. You can just stand next to the mic. You got to stand next to the mic, face to the mic. Face to mic.
Oh my word. Okay. No, today and tomorrow I'm going to shop online. The kids have both sent me a little shopping list.
Yeah.
And so I'll be...
What are you buying me?
You said nothing.
I don't want anything. Whatever you're going to get me, I don't want. I'll get my own stuff.
Do you remember what I want for Christmas?
I don't care. You get whatever you want. All year round. It's Christmas every day.
I'm asking for a golf cart, and he said no. He didn't even think about it. It was an immediate
We're going to
no.
get a golf cart, but I have a pathway to a golf cart. First, we have to get, well, the plan was first to get this place set up, but first we have to get the design studio done.
Why
so I can get my cars.
Why does that have anything to do with a golf cart?
Because I have to park my golf cart somewhere. I have to park it somewhere. Where am I going to put it?
We can move one of the cars here.
No, there's nowhere to put it here.
You have an entire building.
Well, I can't get it in the building.
Yeah.
I wonder if we could
That
drive
looks
it.
like a door right there that a car could come in.
Yeah, but I can't get through that door. Where's it going to go? Just park in the middle of the warehouse?
That'd be pretty cool for visitors. All right, no to the golf cart.
Yeah. So one of the things I've been telling people to do, and I just disclaimed it by saying don't buy me anything, but if you were going to buy me something, so we have remember I had the whole master collection out on the countertop.
Yes, I
The
remember.
Lady Lake House. And I had this many, many times. And so imagine me. So imagine that you know, I didn't know what Obsessed Garage was. Remember Griot's Garage back in the day, and I'd get all the Griot's Garage
Catalogs,
stuff.
and you'd look
Right.
through them for
When
hours.
we were, when we were younger. Imagine that Griot's Garage had a master collection. And then imagine that you had like gotten a secret bonus or something that I didn't know about. Or you had your own bank account or something that I didn't know about. And then you bought the Richard Griot, master collection of like, it's probably like 12 boxes, and it was all wrapped, and I had no idea it was coming.
You would lose your mind.
Wouldn't that would be like,
You
that'd be
would
the
go
best
crazy.
Christmas of all time.
Yeah, but how much is the master
It's
collection?
$14,002 or something like that. But it's
Okay.
on sale.
I actually thought it would be more than that.
Yeah, it actually is more than that. If you bought it, I think shipping on it's like $350 or something
yeah,
like that.
it would
So
be best wife of the
yeah,
generation. Like that would be awesome.
like it would
If
be.
someone did that, they'd have to video it, like their husband's reaction.
I bet you some people have already done it. I got to look up. We got to see if anybody bought the master
That would be
collection.
awesome.
So because it's literally like a 22-foot long countertop with things front to back all the way across, and so that would all be taped and boxed, and so they would get with the OG tape on it. So all you'd have to do if you were the wife, all you'd have to do is just wrap roughly 12 or 15 boxes. But then the dude's gonna spend like the entire like Christmas like a
They
whole.
won't see their husband for like 2 months as he's
So that could be-
opening, organized. But the catch is, the thing that's going to hold some wives back from doing this is they're going to think, oh, he already has some of these things.
Yeah, but-
So you should have some sort of a, hey, if you buy this for your husband and he already has.
No, we can't do that. You just got having extras
Is
because
okay?
with the detailing collection, it would be fine. Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying, because they just
Yeah.
have.
Now, if he has like 90% of it, then it wouldn't be as cool. But if he's like especially, it would be especially for if somebody is like new to watching what I'm doing and they're like all in.
It would just, you know how Kate wants extra of all her beauty products? It's like,
Yeah.
she calls it the restocks. So they would just have like extra of certain detailing products.
Yeah. The other thing that somebody could do is buy like the Sonic Tool Master Collection for somebody like if they even if you had some tools, if you bought the tool the Tool Master Collection, that could be insane. So if you're what you should do before buying that, if you're a wife and you're nervous about doing something like that, go to the design page, email design@obsessedgarage.com. Kyle and the team, they'll help make sure, they'll look at customer history and they'll
that's a
make
good
sure that
idea.
you get the right tool set for the right cabinets and all that stuff.
And if you're gonna
These
do it,
are for ballers,
call Matt and tell him you're gonna do it, and we're gonna video.
Yeah, just email
some
me.
kind of-
Yeah, email me, and I'm monitoring my emails, answering questions, all that stuff. So email me, and I'll make sure if you're a wife and you want to make sure you get
I
the
want
right
to do
thing.
that for you. I wish there was something like that I could do. That'd be so cool.
You can't.
I know.
You can't. Because if I
That's a benefit.
what?
Giving people that. Giving people the best gift ever.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to buy like something $200, don't freaking email me. Email support. But if you're like ready to roll and you need some real solid advice, I mean, I'll send you the darn invoice and make sure you get exactly the right stuff. But it's got to be like at least 10 G's, or else I don't have time for that.
Oh, there it is. There's the picture of it. Holy cow.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's across our whole cabinet,
yeah.
our whole countertop.
I know I'm hard selling you here, but it seriously would be like the coolest thing that anyone could ever do for another human that was into this kind of thing. Yeah. What else we got going on, Shelly?
I don't know, we're gonna walk around, right?
Yeah.
Check it all out.
Yeah, I think we should do it. So I think what we should do is walk up and down the shelves. I'll pick some things out, give you some more ideas, what you should be buying. We'll be getting restocks all week. So it usually takes us, 7 or 8 days to get caught up. And then we have, some back orders and stuff. So one thing I'd also tell you, don't be afraid of reserve your spot. What I'm going to have the tech support team do is, let's say after we get through, let's say we're getting closer to Christmas, we're going to make sure that we're going to reach out or send emails to people if there's something we know that isn't coming, that you reserved, that for some reason it's back ordered. But all the suppliers are sitting on extra stuff, and so we should be having stuff roll in, all over the next 2 weeks to kind of fulfill all this stuff. Because this warehouse here, this is 4,500 square feet. And we've sold, a couple $1 million worth of stuff. There isn't a couple of $1 million worth of stuff in this room. And so we'll have truckloads of stuff rolling in, every day as we go through it. So for those of you who haven't watched or don't watch Inside the Hex, I don't talk about this as much. So this is there's a receiving door and an outgoing door. And so this is, I forget what the actual exact dimension is. It's like, I don't know, 50 by 60 or something like that, whatever 4,500 square feet is. But notice we have barcodes on everything, and you see the guys scanning with iPhones. And so they're scanning all of their product, and so you can see he's picking 6 orders at once. And so I spent a lot of money on getting, and we spent a lot of resources and time, Tommy and Bryce and Chris Haynes and the team, my mom, my dad, the warehouse, getting the software set up so that way we could, 1, manage our inventory more accurately, 2, make sure that we're onboarding. We know when a PO, when a purchase order is out there and outstanding, we can track our purchase orders. Because when we started with this, it was just pen and paper, and you just kind of look and see. And so now he's scanning everything, and we'll have Andrew show us how it works. But they're getting an ABC. There's a pathway pick list, and so they're picking 6 orders at a time. And so the way we have things set up, everything's on the 3rd shelf or lower, so they can reach it easily. And so they're able to scan each item. And so we also have a lot more accuracy as well, because then they rescan it again when they pack it to make sure that we've picked all the right items. So if it doesn't have a barcode on it, we put a barcode on it. And so we've had quite a level up in sophistication. That's also improving our speed. So the very first Black Friday, I was packing boxes. We had tons of mistakes. It was a freaking chaos. And so we were bringing people in from the creative side to help pack. Now the warehouse people doesn't want us messing with it. They don't want us touching it. It freed me up to go and just make content and make videos and be live with you for the last couple of days. And so they have a really good system. They don't look as stressed out because we have a system. We have software. We have a system. We have the people that we need to do the job. So hopefully we're going to see how long it takes. Hopefully it only takes us 5 or 6 days to catch up. But we have the capacity to do about 500 to 600 orders a day because our orders are very sophisticated. You guys order a lot of weird stuff that all combined into one order. And so if we were just packing 1 gallon of something, we could crank through thousands of orders. But 400 or 500 orders a day, and if we're doing, say, 1,000 orders a day, so let's say we have 5,000 orders. If we're doing 500, it's going to take us 10 days to get through it. And so hopefully, if we can get 600, 700, we can get through it in 7 or 8 days, something like that. So this is our A stock over here. So it starts A, then B, C. And so this is our most sold stuff, which is pressure washer hoses. This was something that was really, really complicated, really difficult for us to do back in the day. Is my mic pack going to make it that distance? We tested it. So for the longest time, until we installed this software, the pickers had to know the exact package. And, you know, we have Greenworks packages, Ryobi packages, you know, because when I did all the pressure washer testing, we built out what nozzle size, what fittings, did it need an M15 or did it need a 15 millimeter M22 fitting? Did somebody get a 6-foot or a 12-foot garden hose? So they had to memorize the whole thing or look at my picture on the website. And so now they don't have to do that. The packages, and this was the really difficult part, the package now shows up on their pick list where they're able to just go to the spot and it tells them what to get. So they don't have to know it. Training doesn't take as long. The system doesn't take, they don't have to memorize it as much. And so the system is considerably more sophisticated. Also helps us with inventory, making sure that we're ordering, you know, 4.0 or 5.0, you know, 40-degree nozzle. The problem for us, and the reason why you see Reserve Your Spot a lot, because I'm not buying, this stuff is from companies all over the place. We're not just buying, like, again, using Griot's Garage, the Griot's Garage catalog, and we just keep that in stock. We're buying from hundreds and hundreds of vendors from all over the place. And so it gets complicated in that oftentimes in a lot of these products, I'm the only person in the world buying it. And so, like Cree Lights as an example, we're the only people in the world that are buying 90 CRI 5K fixtures, 8-foot fixtures. No one's buying that. And so they have to produce them for us specifically. And so it takes us time to build out the blanket orders and the infrastructure. The other thing is managing resources. I don't have some investor backer behind me. And so every piece of inventory we buy, I have to fund somehow with previous sales. So the difficulty has always been attempting to get, you know, an appropriate amount of inventory. But sometimes you guys really bless us and buy a bunch of crap that we didn't expect. And so we're always chasing our tail to try to get the product here. I have toyed with the idea, why don't I just raise some money or go borrow a bunch of money and just put $10 million of inventory in this building, and then we're always in stock. And we kind of toy with that idea. What would that cost of capital be versus how many sales are we losing by, you know, having Reserve Your Spot? And so I'm constantly fighting that battle to try to figure it out. So on this shelf, I mean, the one thing I think is a great gift idea, we talked about this a lot, is that, you know, the Griot's foam cannon. We buy the foam cannons, we take them apart, and you'll notice this says Mosmatic 1.25. And so we make sure the 1.25 orifice, that it has a Mosmatic fitting, taped and torqued. And so we'll set these up. We'll pre-set it up for 1.1. Or we'll set it up, there's the original version. So we take these apart, put them together, and so when you buy the various packages on the site, you make sure you get the right foam cannon. And so we're doing that as a service, not something you have to pay for. I don't charge anything for it. We charge the same $100 that Griot's does for the foam cannon, but we're setting it up in the way it needs to be set up for you. So all you have to do is just take it out of the box and hook it up. So you can see how this is how OG spec guns come. So we get them from Mosmatic like this, and these we don't have to install the fitting. So Mosmatic installs this for us. But back in the day, my dad, first it was me, and then my dad was doing this, and we still build these. So this has to be installed. This is a Prima fitting from Mosmatic. Notice the flats. This is something that I was really adamant about, Shelly. The flats line up. So now,
what does that mean right here?
Yeah, so that the hex on the wand and the flat here lines up.
Do you think anyone else would care but you? Obsessed people, that matters.
And so they make sure that, I'm sure they have a system now where they get the flats lined up. This thing here, so this isn't really supposed to be like this. I'll tell the story of this wand tomorrow. On how this wand came about, but it was just a really lucky choice or lucky pick. It was like an addition to my cart, like, hey, you know, I might be interested in that, just throw it in there. I'll tell that story tomorrow. But this thing, so this coupler here, there's no way to get this on without pulling this past the set nut here. And so, you know, what they do is they heat these up, they boil them, then they put a little bit of soap on here and have like a little pick, or my dad sort of built this process where it pops back. What I was doing was put it between my legs and kind of trying to twist it past it. And so we have to pull this past the protector and then put the fitting on, torque it, and then pop it back over. And so they have a system for doing that. And so in the beginning, this was the only wand we sold. We sold tens of thousands of these. Now the new one is already built. It's pre-built.
Oh, he doesn't have to do that. Because we did
Right.
this in houses. I remember sitting around the island, boiling it and doing it at the Woodgate house.
Correct, yeah. So we've done this, tens of thousands of these. This here is now the new version where we went, and so it has a better coupler, and now the nozzle, that's where the other nozzle, you know, and now you see it everywhere, but the nozzle where the nozzle has the protector on it where it actually does protect. So this is kind of clunky in that you can still hit the surface of the car with it. I mean, the reason why you want this protector, the protector is really to protect the nozzle, not to protect you from hitting something, if you drop it on the ground. But, you know, stuff like that, these guns we build here, so we put these together. Notice the flats line up. I'm testing. I didn't know this. I didn't pull this out beforehand. So the flats line up, and the flats line up. So they line up here. So my dad's team puts these together. These are Prima fittings. Pretty nice. But this is the original Mosmatic gun. The reason why we still carry this, we still sell quite a bit of these. It's like, what is it, like 50 or 60 bucks less than the OG spec version. But I would, this would be a great, I've said this a bunch, this would be a great gift. Buy the OG gun and wand setup, and that's a great, you know, it's like a $300, you know, $290 gift, something like that. So all the pressure washing stuff is here. They have their assembly station. Notice the new labels. We've been selling lots of new labels. So the new labels, the adhesive is better. This adhesive is perfect, finally. And then we have our blue, gray, our gunmetal, black, and purple, depending on the process, the part of the process. So gray is the sealant or the last step stuff. This is decon stuff, wheels and tires, and then this is generally interior stuff. We made blue was how I just made up the colors for it. But in here, let's see what else we got. We got some stuff in these drawers. I don't know what anything is. Oh, we got some tool grid there. Nice. I think so we have bucket vinyl. So if you're thinking about doing buckets, you can do bucket vinyl. So there should be 3 different colors there. These are O-rings and parts for Krenzlas. I think our license plates are down here. This is something you could buy. This is a great gift idea, Shelly. The OG. You can either do 4-hole or 2-hole.
For my golf cart.
There you go.
You suck. Always ruin everything. Yeah, so you can do silver or black. License plate frames. What else do we have in here? More labels, 500s and 1000s. There's the 1000, there's 750s. Wash, rinse. These are the originals.
Can you still
And, we still have these things. These things are cool. I didn't realize we still carry these. This is the fancy jeweler-made keychain. These are a lot of money, aren't they?
It looks like there's 5 left.
Well, we don't keep a lot of them because they're handmade. So this is the OG jeweler-made hex. Isn't that? Yeah.
That could be for her golf cart right there.
Your golf cart key ring.
Yes.
They said just buy her a dang golf cart.
I will buy the golf cart. I don't have anywhere to put it.
Settle. But you can get a new car next summer? A golf cart is much smaller.
How do you think I buy all this inventory, Shelly?
I'll put the golf cart on the back porch.
Yeah. I don't think you can make it through the door.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm going to figure it out. Just give me a little bit of time, people.
Very stressed.
I like kind of going through the
stressed,
drawers
Mike.
here to see what I got. There's the vacuum solution. All right, let's keep walking around here. So OG hoses, we make these here. We have different variants of them. That's why you have different barcodes. ones with Prima fittings, one with no fittings, one with fitting on one end or versus the other. So if we were doing a custom install, we'd have a fitting on one end but not the second. And so we put these all together and build these here. The OG garden hose, this is something that's a great idea. We got bucket fillers, garden hose. We make this all here too. We buy this in bulk hose and manufacture this here. You can see my dad and the team has they really have this dialed where we have really awesome looking ferrules that are crimped, put in place. We make little jumper hoses and all that stuff. Those are air jumper hoses as well. We make the air hose as well with the Continental F5 hose. So we do that all here, which is pretty cool. It's wild. I should go back and reference the original, us doing this like in 2,000 square feet. It's been pretty cool. All our fittings are here. So we sell tons and tons of fittings, tons and tons of tool grid. We don't do as much of the red and blue tool grid now because we have our own version of the gray stuff. So the OG spec version is all gray, all gunmetal. I had to make that for especially. So here is where most of the detailing stuff, and so a lot of people are shocked because detailing stuff is a little easier to just-in-time inventory, and they're shocked like, this is all you got? And so the extras up top, but again, we have probably 4 to 6 trucks a week that come in, and then we restock, try to keep inventory under control. Inventory sitting on the shelf is capital cost. There's a cost to that. And plus, we've had to learn how to do this because before this building, I didn't have any room. I didn't have any space. Now, throughout this building, we've got stuff everywhere. So offices, cafeteria, all the places we've got stuff stacked to the ceiling. So I'm cheating. It looks like we don't have as much here, so there's a lot of stuff all over the place. So tool grid on the left. Tool grid's a tough gift to give. So I think you need to buy it yourself and then hand it to your family and let them wrap it for you. With tool grid, just buy a ton of it. And chances are you'll find a use for it in the future, or you can always just return it. You can just send it back. So if you buy, let's say you buy 2 times more than what you need, you'll be able to just, you'll be able to, send it back if you need to. I've been working on the labels here recently, but tool grid now, our inventory it's helped us out a lot. Instead of carrying the big boards, the 6x6 little squares that you put together, I think is a much better solution. Once it's in the drawer, you can't tell the difference. So polishing stuff here, we have our wheel stuff there. This also, we've done a lot of studying on, again, what sells the most, and then what needs to be in the middle shelf. And so instead of us just kind of putting it where I want it to be for the best looking spot, now we put it in the most appropriate place. Now, I think that again, detailing in general is A inventory, and so the A stock stuff we kind of keep most of the detailing stuff together. But you can see they're able to scan, grab, and put it in an order. But people will buy a shirt, interior cleaner, a gallon of GSF, some tool grid, and a vacuum system. How do you package all of that? It gets really complicated. And so this is where polishing, microfiber towels are here. And so we'll restock these. We have towels. We have pallets of towels throughout the place. So they'll come, bring, and restock it. We're the only ones, I think, left that still sell individual towels. So you can buy one towel. You have to buy like a 3-pack or a 6-pack from Rag Company. We want to be able to put it together and create our own packages. So again, it's not cost effective. It's not practical, but nothing I do in life, Shelly, is practical. Let's do what needs to be done and figure out how to make it work. That's what functional excellence is, And so instead of doing what everybody else does, I want to do it my own way. I want to do it the way that makes sense to me, and then hopefully other people buy into that. But you can see just different brands. That was a decision I made in the beginning. This is why we charge for shipping. If I was just buying P&S, I could negotiate with them and say, look, I'm going to sell more P&S, So shipping would be less because each one of these has to come from a different place. And so as a business model, it really doesn't make sense. I can't run 15% off all the time. I can't run free shipping all the time because I'm not just going narrow and deep. I'm not retailing. And so that was a decision I made in the beginning. So I don't have to compete with retailers because we're doing something completely different in curating these products, putting them together, and then showing you what I would use. I like that thing where somebody was asking me about other people, other products or like Pan's products or other Larry's products. My new thing I can say is if it's not on my shelf, then you'll know what I think about it. Even now, sometimes I haven't tried, right? So that's a fair assessment. But a lot of times my gut tells me what I need to chase and what I don't. And so what I believe in is on the shelf here. Gria's Garage, you like seeing?
It's like where it all started. You got that. Well, I still use these for everything.
Yep.
But
yep.
that's cool.
The coolest part is I got to go and see how they make it. Like I don't ever show anybody that. That was really cool. It just took me 5 years to convince them that I'm not their enemy. I'm like literally their best friend. So now we're buddies, which is great. So then the orders come this way. Let's go through the rest of the shelves, and I'll have Andrew show us how he picks the orders. Over here is where buckets are done. What we're going to be doing here, I don't want to deter you from buying buckets, but I'm going to get the guys on this. I want to have different color buckets. I've got them in one of the offices over here stacked up with all the various colors, and I want to come up with a bunch of different bucket drops. See the Solo sprayers here, Prevost. We have our Marilex stuff. We actually sell a lot of, this is a great vacuum. If you're looking for an amazing shop vac, the VCU 33 from Flex is the best. It's amazing. The accessories, I think they have the best accessories. Other than, you could argue maybe one of the Festool vacuums, but I still like the Flex better than even the Festool stuff. We got our Prior hose bibs, belt hammer. As you can see, we have tons of belt hammer. I'm sure we don't have 2,000 bottles anymore, but we did have 2,000 bottles. So touchless, Atomac, more built hammer stuff will be coming. Oh, this is a great gift. This thing.
To say this.
We use this thing, the Ego vacuum for sure.
So every that's the fan, right?
That's the fan. Sorry, not vacuum.
Yeah, every football game we get stopped. And
Oh yeah, they've got one running in here somewhere, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So press-alls, we still have a bunch of these. So these are buy one, get one free. The blue 500s are buy one, get one free because we need to lighten up inventory on them. These are still the original press-alls. The next generation will be here. These are still great. The next generation will be here, early next year. So what did I say, 8 weeks or something like that. What you can do with these is you'll be able to eventually modify the stainless tip. But let's see what else. Oh, Rip and Rags. This is a cool little gift. Buy a couple of those. All our color lock stuff is here. And this isn't very impressive when I look at it on camera. I'm like, God dang, this is all we got.
Well, a couple of years ago, you thought your parents were going to be able to ship from their garage. So
yeah.
I look around and I'm like, I think it's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Because of the curation, it's very different in that we stock. It's not very narrow, and so we have a lot of different things. You can see there's a lot of variety. What this place is, though, is putting an entire garage together. And then eventually what this place will be, an entire garage, an entire house, an entire home theater together. And so it's the one thing, it's the 1,001 things that go together to make the functionally excellent ecosystem of your house. That's what this is. Including your apparel. I'm telling you, the new hats are insane.
Oh.
They're so good. You didn't know about this?
Cool.
You didn't know this?
No.
So we made our own hats.
I mean, I knew you made them, but I didn't ever look at the inside.
Yeah, and so we have a bunch of different 50 different colors. So there's two major types of T-shirts, both of which will be the best T-shirt you own. The first shirt is Los Angeles Apparel. So to print on this shirt, the base shirt is somewhere between $8 and $11. A next level shirt, which is what most people print on, is somewhere between $3 and $4, $3 and $6, something like that. So we're almost double the base cost of the shirt. And then we're going to print, Bryce is he really understands. He's been chasing this for years for us. And so our printers down in Orlando are amazing. And so if you buy an OG t-shirt, it'll be the best t-shirt you own. I mean, it's hard to wear anything else.
Yeah, once you wear them, no one wants to
wear anything else.
Shirt. What is that? That's a new one.
Yeah. So this is the other shirt. So this is from Castafel. So this is the other blank that we print on. I think these are like $11 a piece or something like that. I don't like the cut as much, but I like the material, and they've got some different, pastel-y looking colors. And so a lot of the new stuff we're printing, like the OG design shirt,
Don't be getting out of order, Matt.
Oh, that's where it was.
Oh.
You're getting out of order.
Medium's in the back. Grandma will get us if we mess it up.
So, we have hoodies and shirts, and the goal with the apparel was that if I'm going to do a shirt, if I'm going to do this, then I want it to be the shirt that I would wear all the time, rather than just be like some promotional shirt where you buy one. Probably the most popular, the one Andrew has on, the minimalist shirt. So if you don't want to rock the logo, just get the minimalist shirt. We have it in red, we have it in green, we have it in black. That's everybody's favorite shirt. It's embroidered too. So then down here is Milwaukee. Here's the T4000. So this is the version 2. Version 1s we're out of. So version 2, it just got its UL approval here recently. So these are available. The $230 before the sale. It is freaking awesome. You saw me using that yesterday. Really, really good. And then if you want an inexpensive, I don't love this 1-inch, but I don't love any 1-inch that exists. And so this is a third the price of or a little less than half the price of a Rupes Nano, which I like so much. And so if you got that combination of the 5-inch and the 1-inch, you'll be able to polish your whole car. It's a good gateway. So let's go back over here. Get Griot's Garage, Best of Show, Boss. So get fast correcting cream. This is what you want. Fast correcting cream. You want perfect finish. It's right here. So buy these two. These two. You want Rupes Yellow. So buy 6 of these. If you don't have a air compressor to blow out the pad, then I'd buy 10 of them, maybe 12 of them. 5-inch. These are 6-inch. We shouldn't have these anymore. I don't know why we have these. You got to sell those out. So 5-inch yellow microfiber. 3. I guess you would need 1-inch. So you'd buy these guys, 5-inchers. Buy like 6 of those. You want 3-inchers, which are around here somewhere. 3-inch, 3-inch, 3-inch. They look like this, 3-inch. They're somewhere here. Get yellow, so yellow foam, 3-inch. It's all right, you don't want 3-inch, you want 1-inch, 1-inch. So 5-inch yellow foam. So get yellow foam, yellow microfiber, these 2 polishes, and those 2 polishers, and you're rolling. If you got more money, Rupes Nano, Nano long neck, and LHR 15. If you got even more money, HLR 21 and the Merca. Mercas are inbound. Mercas are coming. You can see sold out, Shelly. Not sold out, just reserve your spot. Order your Merca. We got more coming. They'll be here probably tomorrow. So let's go back to our Milwaukee aisle. You got traceless. What do you think about traceless? Yes, she's not paying attention. Light bulbs, Lutron, Milwaukee. So next couple of weeks, Milwaukee, we're going to have a major blowout sale. So I've got a lot of older products, and I've changed the Master Collection from 41 tools down to 21. So that's the V2. So maybe we do have some V1s left. I don't know what's going on there. I think the V1s are already sold. This is the this is the V2 version. Yeah, we are shipping. Yeah, we're selling V2s. So I don't know what's going on. If you buy one, I don't think you can buy a V1. I think they're all sold out. Essence. So we're bottling this here. I think we got a new bottle because there's some paneling on the bottles where it sucks it in. You gotta open it up when you get it. Seat shield. Shelly likes these things. These are the sweat seat shield.
Gym, you put them on your seat and you don't stink up your seat.
Yeah. It has a little OG logo on it. Yeah.
Those are cool.
Audio stuff. Most of the audio is back in the warehouse. So here's our outgoing. They've been picking up a couple of times a day, and then pressure washers are here, right on the entry. So let's go ask them. Let's go see how they pick an order. Yeah. Yeah. So show us how this works. So you got 6 bins. You're picking 6 orders, right?
Yeah. Right now I'm on test 16 to 25. So the next item I have to pick is a Prevost item, the Equal Female Tee.
But it's taking you relatively in order, right?
Yeah, they have it set up in like a snake. So it usually starts with like the guns and wands in that corner. And if they buy anything along that shelf, you'll pick it, fittings, and then up the detail aisle, and then so forth.
So it tells you what to get, which...
So you gotta always start with the location.
Okay.
Then you pick the item, look at the quantity. So he got 3.
Okay.
You scan the item, and then you just assign it to the bin. And it always tells you if it's already assigned to, like if you already have the order started, it'll just tell you that. And if it's a new order, it'll just be blank, and then you have to assign it to a bin.
Gotcha. Okay. So now, how do you know which bin to go to?
So that's the hard part too, as well, is remembering where your bins are. So then you have to look for 60 down here, and you assign it, and then just place it in there, and then on to the next.
Yeah, keep going. Oh, this is interesting. I don't know how any of this works.
We should have Matt.
Try and pick an order. Yeah. It's relatively easy. It is.
He has to pick it and then go pack it.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
So now we're on to touchless. So then, depending on which way you want to go, you can go this way or that way.
Gotcha.
All right.
So there's nothing left for you to pick for these 6 orders on this aisle.
Yeah. It'll take me, since I know touchless is in that aisle, I know I'm done in this aisle.
Gotcha. And then there's a lot of memorization that goes on, but it's changed quite a bit. Andrew's been here for a long time, and so...
Yeah, I used to have to know like all the fitting packages you'd create and all the towel packages and all that.
Yeah,
Costco has definitely helped, because my memory sucks, so the Costco helps for sure. So now, so see there, it shows you no bin.
Yeah.
So then you just assign it to an empty bin, and that's the start of a new order.
Okay.
Empty bin right there. Wrong location. Oh. See, we ran into a hiccup. What is this?
That's traceless.
This is traceless, see? Touchless. That's what happens when you have traceless and touchless.
Well, that's good. So that found your error,
That'll
right?
tell you, yeah, if you aren't paying too close attention, it'll shoot you an error, and then you know you picked the wrong item.
And so that's why we put touchless in a different spot. We put traceless and touchless in totally different aisles.
Before at the Costco, we wouldn't know that was an issue until they started packing, and then they realized, oh, I have traceless instead of touchless.
Yeah. And
I
even...
wasn't done with that aisle.
Yeah, gotcha. He did that on purpose.
I did. I'll bring you guys over.
We did the same thing with GFX and GSF. Just put it in a different spot. That way, even though the software will catch you. I see.
So then you still the same process. You sign it. And now to the new Carhartt shirt. Those are selling pretty good.
He's a salesman. Everybody's a salesman here.
where it gets fun. You start running out of stuff. Number large. And you sign it to the bin.
This is pretty cool.
Have you ever watched this?
No,
before, Matt?
nope.
You never seen
This
it?
is so cool compared
Nope.
to the way you used to do it.
Yeah, it was paper a lot, so you
Yeah.
just have to read the
And then
paper,
we had to
read the
check it
paper,
off.
then go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So cool.
It's definitely made us. The Posco's made us more efficient,
Yeah.
and we can catch the mistakes and fix them way more quickly. So now it's traceless. Hopefully.
This guy's asking Kenny do a super chat to get his order picked live. That's gonna be
Yeah, we could do that. The problem is, what if we don't have most of it in stock? Yeah. It'd take me 2 hours to pick the order because I don't know where anything is or what to do. I'd have to have somebody follow
You
me.
would do pretty good.
It goes by alphabet.
Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty sweet. So I guess we must still have V1s. I wonder if we're going to run it on sale or something. So this is an odd thing in that when you start a company and you're a part of every process, you kind of do every job in the beginning, but then the job becomes much more sophisticated than the job that I did, in the beginning. And so, I don't know the job, I don't understand the jobs, and now there are dozens and dozens of jobs, dozens and dozens of careers and paths that you have to use the leverage of other people to take you to the next level. And so, every day, if you're improving something, when you're 5, 6, 7, 8 years in, then the thing becomes a superorganism, it kind of outgrows you almost.
Well, like on this one, who was it that was in charge of finding a new system and a better way to do this?
Chris and Tommy.
Chris and Tommy?
And they had actually pitched me a new system 2 or 3 times, and I denied it. It wasn't the
Yeah.
right time financially, or they hadn't vetted it enough. And so when they finally came with this one, I made them really think through it and really,
And was it
sell me on it.
People came and trained all of
Yeah.
them in and then came back and retrained them.
Right, and it still didn't work, and so.
It had a lot of frustrations, but it looks like it's
Well,
going well now.
we knew going in that it wouldn't be easy. Now it was way harder than we thought, or maybe they thought, not I thought. And this is why I fought them on it. We didn't have the right resources, they didn't have the right mindset, and so they finally came to me and really fought for the software. So we spent that money and it probably, I would guess, has eliminated at least 2 positions, right? And so the software, I think, cost $72,000 a year. I think it was probably something like $100,000 to set up, and so that $72,000 a year, probably has eliminated the need for 2 or 3 employees. So it pays for itself, makes us more efficient. It eliminated one step in the process. So they bring all their orders, they line them up here, and they come over to the packers, which is over here. And so this is where they're packing. And so you can see the complication of, here's an order where you have orders that have different size stuff. And these are all, normal size, smaller orders, but some of these orders get, giant. So there'll be giant orders with tons and tons and tons of stuff. Do we know what day we're on? Are we on Fridays?
No, I don't think we're on Friday yet.
So we're still on Inside the Hex.
I'll tell you 1 second. When thing comes out.
Yeah, so I think we're on Inside the Hex orders from earlier in the week.
That's a free gift. You want it?
Everyone gets this?
Well, not everyone.
Oh, it has your car.
Not
Yeah,
everyone gets
we made these for the giveaway of the E36 that I never
Take
did.
your orders, get them. Yeah. Let's try it 1 second. We're on 29.
I don't know what that is.
New.
Yeah.
I don't know what the 29th is. What is it?
29 is
Today's the first, so that was the third.
Yeah, it's Black Friday.
Okay.
So we're into Black Friday. Yep. So we're on to Black Friday orders
That was the
on
new
Sunday.
thing we're doing, and this came-
that was like the package.
So
this came out.
so what do you so?
Yes.
Well, so we'll get them to show us one of the orders.
Yes. The mail. You ever notice how you get something that says it's coming UPS? That comes mail, so that's what that is. Short. It's new. There's something really big. This is a big thing we need to show.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is another thing. I didn't talk about this at all. We have the coolest darn gift cards on the planet. They're so cool. So go on the site and you can do gift card as well. That's what it looks like. So it comes with a nifty little envelope, a little Obsessed Garage envelope, our address on it. And so this will go into this. So this will show up here and kind of slides in, folds over. I don't want to mess it up. But we do have OG gift cards, and if you don't know what to get, just buy a bunch of these. The best part about gift cards is that you don't have to wrap it. You just lick the envelope, write the name on it, hand it over. So we actually ship these out, right? Yeah. So you actually get a physical. We do. I think we still do virtual. Do we still do virtual gift cards too? So we have virtual. For a long time, it was a big fraud thing, so we had to figure out how to work around that. And so we have a virtual gift card. You're like, like last minute lady
I was
here.
about to say, yeah, when it's the day of someone's birthday or whatever,
Right,
and you
right,
haven't
right.
done it.
But then you also have a physical gift card, which is awesome if you want to actually give something specific. So we have those. All right, so show me how this order works now. I have no idea. So you grabbed it off the counter here.
Thing, right? And I scan it.
Okay.
Okay, and then I go to my screen.
Yeah.
It tells me I need the 5 liter of traceless
Okay.
and a 1 liter of traceless. These are what Bill Tammer is making us give each customer if they buy the small thing of traceless.
Yeah, it's junk.
So we're giving one to everybody.
Okay.
Then I gotta choose a box. Okay.
Okay. So you're done. So you don't scan the product.
You can, but I don't have to. Like I can scan it, or I could just check a small one like this. When you get a bunch of pre-bows or a bunch of full bridges, scan, it's much easier. But I have 2 things on here, so I
Okay.
don't have to scan it. So
Okay.
I know what I got, okay?
Got it.
So this we're gonna wrap in bubble.
But you better double check to make sure it says traceless, not touchless on there.
Already, when I got the box, I'd seen it, because you
Okay.
only get this in the
Okay.
She doesn't make mistakes.
Oh, I make mistakes.
Like 1 out of 1,000.
We all make mistakes at times. But we're doing pretty
count
good.
mistakes.
It's been the best Black Friday so far that I've worked ever.
We feel
Day one.
a little less.
I feel like we are doing so good. I'm such a good team right now. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
We are rolling every day. Not many tears, not many complaints. Yeah.
Cheers.
Well,
She's not kidding.
Tears?
She's not kidding.
I don't have any tears. I feel great.
Andrew has the rule, anybody that cries.
Goes to
tears.
Andrew?
No, anybody that cries on Black Friday has to buy everybody lunch.
Okay.
Oh, this is a thing?
We don't, yeah? But we have not had any tears, so we're good. Yeah. So Matt bought us lunch yesterday and the day before.
Oh crap! I didn't approve that.
That's all right.
Matt, play it off like you did.
Oh yeah.
That's probably Chris.
I'm joking.
Chris
Yeah.
is
His
the
pizza
yeah,
one
I know.
day, and he bought us Chick-fil-A yesterday,
Aw.
and everybody was so grateful. Because we work really long days. So our sprayer wants to get
See
protected.
how it all fits in there? And Grandma's the best at knowing what size box. So you don't waste a lot of
Then we still
space.
got to protect it some more, so we put this right here on that part. Oh, stop.
No cell phones allowed. We're working.
Well, I'm worried that my son will call me want something, and then we put a little more on the handle,
Okay.
and we end up packing. Put our box in. Counts us what all our weight's gonna
So you
be.
don't have to type in the weight or the size
Well,
or
once in a
anything.
great while, we have some things that my son does that it's not in the system.
Ah,
And then I have to type in out
that's cool.
Exhaust, yeah. Wheels.
Some exhaust and some other things.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have to then we'll print our label out. And we'll print our packing slip out.
Okay.
Right? When it's Black Friday, we go to cheapest rate. We pick what's the cheapest.
Yep.
Put a packing slip in, and we take the truck.
This is going UPS ground.
Yep.
This is going to Cypress, Texas. Jason in Cypress, Texas.
See if he's listening.
We have gotten so good at having everything pre-made, all our boxes pre-made. It's been just a really, really, really good.
You think this fragile thing does anything? Fragile
Well,
sticker?
Apparently, if you have a claim with UPS,
Yeah.
that helps. That we have our bottles taped. They'll ask questions.
Yeah.
Our bottles are taped. Our bottles are bubbled. We use double wall boxes and we use fragile. Helps with insurance purposes with UPS.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then UPS has been great. Mail's been great. Believe it or not, picking up. Now nobody's picking up today, so
Yeah.
what we'll do is hold all that in here till tomorrow morning. First thing when everybody gets here, we'll load the trucks outside.
Yeah.
I like this hoodie. Is that
That was,
They
new? The hoodie
that was,
he's wearing?
that was just a rare one we had.
Oh,
they
okay.
like us.
I was like, I haven't seen that one.
They also like us because we help them load their trucks, right?
But they like us even better because we'll have the trucks loaded, so they'll pull in tomorrow night.
Yeah.
They'll take that truck away and give us a brand new empty truck.
Got it.
UPS.
So other people, other companies would pull up their truck and they have to hand.
UPS. Most of
everything?
them, yeah.
Well, you get an assembly line of all the guys and they're like
Yeah.
loading the truck for
The
them.
boys over in the other departments come over and help us when
Yeah.
we're packing. They come over and
Holy
they get all
cow.
excited loading because they get
Yeah.
on their desks, you know? Yeah.
Get a little
they can-
workout.
Yeah.
And so these things have been the best investment I ever made. It's just a bamboo top,
This has been around
an
since
uplift
20.
commercial desk, and so they adjust their heights depending on what they're boxing.
Up and down. Grandma
Which is
always
cool.
has the highest one.
So our next evolution would be to have conveyors, where we would have a conveyor belt, and we also need that. We probably need to get rid of just rolls of paper and have paper machines and stuff like that. So one step at a time. Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so the orders. The getting rid of, we used to have somebody have to weigh every order, so that was, I didn't get rid of anybody, but we, moved them to different roles. But we have, I think what do we have? 5 packers, 4 pickers, something like that. So the pickers move quicker oftentimes than the packer, because the packer has a more time-consuming job, or they have to. They have to figure out the box, and they have to wrap everything. And we try to pre-tape and pre-wrap as much as possible to make it as quick as possible. But if we're into Black Friday's orders, so that'll probably take today and tomorrow, and then we'll be into Saturday's orders and Sundays. So again, it'll take us a few days to get through, especially as some of the big orders come through. I think some of these are still inside the hex order, so a lot of them are a little smaller. But some of these orders, some of you guys ordered 10, 20, 30,000 bucks worth of stuff. So then the purchasers, I think, did we decide that the purchasers are coming in tomorrow? They didn't come in today?
I thought he was coming in for a little while today, but
Yeah.
he worked the weekend before nonstop. So
Gotcha. So we've also, instead of, I used to just be like this dictator, everybody comes in, everybody works. And now they sat me down and say, look, let's be smart about this. Some people need to put in more hours at different times. And so right now the key is to the distribution team to get, and put in the extra hours now. But the previous week, the purchasers needed to put in the extra hours, and then they'll probably need to put in the extra hours the following weekend. So they're at home resting up. Same thing with tech support, not as big of a need from a tech support perspective right today as there would be, in the coming weeks when orders start showing up and people have questions about things and stuff like that. So now we have a little bit more sophisticated system of who we need and when, what hours need to be worked, and all that kind of stuff. The other thing we normally do is, so I trade the team, they take off Wednesday and Thursday, Thanksgiving, and then work Saturday, Sunday, and then go to normal schedule, and then
12 today. We're working till 12 today.
We learned that lesson over the years, and that, you know, just to keep people fresh and to not like a full-on Sunday. So even though we have tons of orders and it's stressful, we want to stay here and pack. We send them home at noon today, so that way.
Mistakes start happening. You just get so burnt out.
Yeah. So that way they can come in fresh and put a full fresh weekend. So Friday, Saturday, super long, super hard days, half a day Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And they'll probably do the same thing next weekend as well if we're still catching up. So that's the plan. Let's go see what Tommy's working on over here. How we looking, Tommy? What are you working on?
Yeah, great. Order audits and just seeing if there's anything else missed and double checking.
So what are we doing for split shipping? Are we split shipping once?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, we're still making our way through the first round of orders.
Yeah.
So, like, there's the queue, right? And so we're making our way through all the orders first, and then we'll come back and grab the
Clean up ones that have reserve your spot and stuff
Exactly,
like that.
exactly, yeah. And so I'm helping with replenishments and stuff and pushing inventory, because that only happens once at 3.
Yeah.
So if we do a replenish, I need to manually sync that. So.
And so then Donnie and Drew have orders coming in. There'll be trucks coming all week. You'll replenish stock and then finding out what did we sell that we didn't know that we would sell a lot of, that kind of stuff.
Correct. Yeah.
What's the story on V1, the T4000? We still have a few V1s left?
V1's completely sold out.
Okay, so all those on the shelf are sold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we should get to those by tomorrow, I imagine, because they sold out pretty early on in the year.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So V2s are up and selling.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep.
And we had a record Black Friday, record leading up to Black Friday, record Saturday, you know, and we'll see. I don't know what our record is on Sunday. So 2022 was our top year. 2022, 2021 were pretty similar. 2023 was more like 2020, and so now we're beating all those years, you know.
That's pretty cool though, the orders shipped. Because we used to keep track of them and just like try to beat the day before. And like here it's on the computer.
This is kind of reporting into POSCO. So they have all the data that we do. So we can track how many orders we ship per day. So today so far we've shipped just under 100 orders, it looks like, 91. And then we can also track how people are picking. So this is Andrew's picked 51 orders today, Williams 47. And we can also track like how many boxes and shipments the packers individually have packed. So it just keeps them motivated and they can see how they're doing. And then this is an overview. We have 1,130 orders new, 210 are back orders, so we're missing some stuff on that. And yeah, we're currently picking 2, and there's 37 orders released to be picked. So yeah, it's kind of cool to see the general overview.
Yeah, and so the sophistication of our orders means that even if we had a team, like we can't. If we're like when the traceless came, we could knock out 1,000 orders. You know, when it's one item, one box, you can do that in bulk. But because of the sophistication of the products that we're selling, you know, for us to ship 500-600 orders is huge. You know, 400 orders.
For me too, it's like I think we forget a couple years ago we were doing everything on paper.
Yeah.
And so we would have 2,000 pieces of paper to sort through and stuff, and now the system just does it.
Yeah.
It's like night and day. Such a big
There
difference.
would be a stack if we were missing a product. There would be a stack this high of the papers to
Correct.
fill
And then
once that product came in. It'd be sitting on Chris's desk.
Yep.
And just build
And then the purchase, you were trying to figure out what to buy, and now this will tell us what we're negative on. You know, what needs to come from our vendors, and so, you know, it's been a lot of work Tommy's had to put in. There's always bugs, there's always errors, but the level of sophistication has helped improve efficiency immensely.
Yeah, the good news is the bulk of the day-to-day is pretty good. Like there's, like you mentioned, still some bugs, but like we're shipping and operating pretty
Our
well.
biggest issue is the packages that I want, like all the different packages and the variants of packages. And in order to manage inventory, I don't want to have a package as a SKU.
Correct, yeah, because your inventory value would have to be astronomical.
Right. So if we had, say, the Karcher custom or on-wall, pressure washer package, and let's say we only sell one of those a month or one of those a quarter, we got to have that sitting on the shelf. Correct. So we got to have the fittings, the hoses, all the stuff, the gun wand, the whole thing. Whereas if we have hundreds of packages, we can pull from the raw item, the individual item, and put it together. And so that means I can keep maybe 10% of the inventory that we would have had to keep if we had individual SKUs. So for Canada, Australia, UK to start, we're going to create a package as a SKU. And then build up our inventory so then we can go to a la carte. We also want to train them up as well, and so we're going to take our time on that. And so when we have we'll pick our most popular packages. That'll be a SKU. It'll go to Canada. You'll be able to purchase that. So there'll be some limited stuff, but we're going to use the same software, the same process. They'll start with one picker packer, and then grow into whatever they need to do what we need to do there. And it'll take some time, and it'll be smaller than what we're doing here.
What's good is they'll have a mega head start though, because we've already worked out a lot of stuff, and
Correct.
so they're just kind of jumping into it, and we can help them out.
And so that was the lesson learned. Rather than me reinventing and creating my own, building my own little warehouse and having to take on this huge nut, we just partner with somebody who already has a warehouse, and then we can just train them up on our system. And we'll probably steal some stuff from them, and they'll steal some stuff from us, and we'll share some ideas and continue to improve. It's been really cool to see. And then eventually, this wall comes out. That wall over there comes out, and the warehouse just starts to spread. And so this is part of the reason why I think that I decided not to build my studio here, is because we're going to need all this space.
Bottling specifically is going to be big.
Yeah.
Like containers and containers worth of bottles, which are a lot of volume, so we need to.
Yeah. Now that Press-All's fixed, we're going to be selling, hundreds of thousands of Press-All bottles a year. We're going to be bottling stuff. It's because I want to bottle all the product that we buy. I want to start buying that in bulk, putting it in a entry-level bottle that we have our own molds for, and then putting it in Press-All bottles as well. And so then that'll also help us with inventory, because now we're taking the raw chemical. We're not shipping bottled product across the country. They're just shipping us totes of stuff. And so then managing the fact that I got to bring totes from Korea, totes from Europe over here as well, which adds another layer of complication. And once we get that figured out, it'll actually add quite a bit of simplicity and quite a bit of margin for us as well. Because my long-term goal would be to have East Coast and West Coast distribution, international distribution. If we can increase our margin on product over time by having exclusive relationships like I have with Built Hamber and LE, and then eventually be able to ship for free. That'd be the goal. Because I would guess that probably 1 out of every 4 to 6 orders are canceled because they don't want to pay the shipping. So we could probably 4x our output if we had free shipping option. Yeah. The problem is, if I do it with our current margin, I'd have to 4x our staff, and we don't have the margin to do it, and so I would 4x my way to 0, or negative.
Yeah. And the shipping companies too just keep bumping the rates up too, so that's something we always have to combat. Like UPS is the big one's coming up. It's like 6% or something.
Yeah. So it becomes cost prohibitive. So what else do we want to talk about here today? Can we go over to design?
We could potentially do that. Yeah, but maybe I have to just use a remote with an iPhone mic.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I want to go over and talk about design and talk to those guys, see what they're up to. Are they here today?
Over here? Yeah, they're here.
Okay. I kind of want to show them over in that spot if we can.
Yeah, let's take a 5-minute tech break here and move our stuff over there and we can do that.
Okay, cool.
Pick out Michelle's package of what kind of stuff the wives like here. There's some good stuff.
Yeah, denied.
No, I didn't want to do it.
Denied.
Just saying. Going over? Can I fix this?
I did it again. Yeah, I went, and when you hear me going to the bathroom and taking a leak. So we're here in the design area. Chris gave the design team today off because we're pretty caught up with people.
Essentially what we did was everybody that wanted to purchase for Black Friday, we try to get all of their designs done. So whoever is not buying for Black Friday, we kind of put them to the side to make sure that everybody that wants to get the sale, so Swiss Track, Sonic, or stuff like that, we could complete their designs, which is what's on that board over there. But the design team caught up with designs. Now we're more doing like invoicing and just helping them out to make sure that they buy the correct stuff and they don't buy, you know, the wrong things for their garage. But
so if somebody's doing something bigger, more sophisticated, let's say they wanted Swiss Tracks, Cree lights, you know, cabinets, they're not sure, tools, Milwaukee, if they want to do something and they're not sure what to get, they could send somebody, like if they wanted their wife to buy something more sophisticated for them, they could send it to. So what are they doing? Are they email and design?
Yeah.
And then you're reaching out?
That happened. There's a customer, Josie. She's emailing us. So she reaches out through the website. She reached out to me personally, but she's wanting to do the garage for her husband, the design aspect.
Yeah.
So then the husband can still go through revisions and make it. But the gift for Christmas is actually like the design for his garage.
Yeah.
And she's going to fund it, but...
Gotcha.
He gets to see the garage. He gets to, on Christmas you get the design.
Yeah.
And you get to dream. Like you're like, holy crap! Like my garage now is not gonna be like unorganized. It's gonna be like.
So she paid what, $2,500 for the design?
$2,500.
So the way we do designs, what's the cutoff? So it's $2,500 if we think it's going to take us 20 hours or more.
Yeah, if you're building something from scratch, or if you're doing something huge like electrical and all of that stuff, then we usually do the $2,500. Then we have the $1,000 service, which it includes your PDF proposal and technical drawings, so you're still able to see where things go and everything. And then we have the $1,000 deposit, which is just screenshots, you get screenshots of the design, and then you get to see the space, live it, see how much space you're gonna have between cars and all of that, but you don't get all the technicals that you would get with, with the $1,000 fee or the $2,500 service.
So for Black Friday, the main thing is if you're doing flooring, lighting, cabinets, and you're just not sure what to get, reach out, shoot an email to design@obsessedgarage.com. Chris will get it, and then he'll turn the team loose. We have all of our, they have their whiteboard over there where they're working through who's doing what, and trying to give people the opportunity to do this. And we're extending the design sale. So if you're in the queue for a week, right?
Correct. So our main goal is just to make sure that if you're doing something with us, we don't rush through it and we don't get the wrong item. So a lot of these invoices have like 100 line items, things like that. We want to make sure that we're ordering everything correct, so when they get it to their, the garage, the house, they get everything right. They're not having to come back and reach out to us and all of that.
So show me, what is this garage doing? What are we doing?
So this is for actually guys insane. He has a couple of nice cars. He loves your GT3 RS, and so we're doing like, let me see if I can kind of walk you guys through this, make this full screen. So this is a garage out in Arizona, which computer might crash because I have all the lights on and everything, but pretty nice. I want to say 5-car garage. And so we're helping him out with Swiss Tracks. This guy, believe it or not, is going to put a turntable in here in the garage, and then also a turntable outside of the home. So we're figuring that layout out, and then he wants to put stackers on the garage itself, but we got, Sonic MSS Plus, all the tools as well, Swiss Tracks, Cree lighting, the whole package.
Cox hose reels, yeah.
Yeah, and the house is cement and it's already built, so we can't do the internal hide hose, but we're doing the hide hose through the ceiling. So he's getting almost everything, and he's really happy with the design as well. So that's the most important part.
So what you'll do with somebody is they'll be on Zoom with you, right? You're walking through, designing in real time. So show what the technical drawing or the main overview drawing looks like.
The floor plan.
Yeah, floor plan, thank you.
So this is what the floor plan looks like. Essentially the process, the way it works is the customer reaches out and then he'll get an initial call with me. We'll talk about what the goal is for the garage, what is it that you want to do, and then, obviously we've done, I want to say thousands of these, so we know exactly what you need and how to set it up. We guide you through it, obviously keeping in consideration like the dream, like what your dream is, what tools you have that you need to store. So if you have specialty tools and things like that, then we need to cater to that. and then after we go through the initial call, I get dimensions, I get floor plans from them, and then we build an initial design. Once we build the initial design, the customer gets just screenshots, and then we go through the revision Zoom call. So this is my favorite part of the whole entire process, is you get to sit with Kyle, and you get to basically dream and create your space. So we send you this, and then you're like, oh no, like I want my Sonic cabinets on this wall, or how does it look with black, a black ceiling instead of a white ceiling, a tricorn black. And then you get to build up the space. So essentially you see your space 3D and you get to live it. Like you get to actually see, so this guy is a Porsche guy. He has a couple of Porsche. He has a Urus, a Lamborghini. And so we put the exact cars that he has on the design. And now he's able to see, like, how much space am I going to have between the cabinet to the car? Or, am I going to be able to walk around these beams that are on the middle of the garage? How much space do I have for the turntable here at the end? So you actually get to see everything. And so instead of the way that I've done it is I build a garage and then you don't do it right. Like it's, you just kind of put things together and then you buy some from here, you buy something from here, and then it looks all right, but it doesn't look proper. So here you get to actually live the space, see how it's going to come out. And like Fred's garage and some of the garages that people have seen on YouTube, they come out exactly how.
Yeah, the render looks like the the garage.
100, so it's 100% accurate, which is that's the beauty of this.
So the process is really what we're selling, and then putting like a garage like that looks so simple. It's complicated to make it look simple, to make things disappear, put things on the wall in the right spot, and so this is what Chris and Kyle and the team has kind of put together. So it's Chris runs the team. Kyle is the lead designer, so he does pretty much all the calls with you. He has the vision for how to put it together and how to steer you and direct you. But most garages turn out like our style, but that's because that's what people want. But we'll do whatever you want. We've done some crazy stuff. If you want pink and purple, we'll do it. We can design it and show you what different colors will look like. What most people end up settling on is this sort of style, this look, this feel, and so this is what people will get as their PDF package to show what each part and piece looks like. And then we'll get invoices. And so Ed does all the invoicing and all the purchasing. Brooke and Scott do all the actual physical designing and layouts. Brooke does all the home stuff and garage stuff, but she does everything we're doing closets and kitchens and outdoor kitchens and stuff like that. She has expertise in that. So we're building up the team for national design, and then our next step, the reason why I hired Chris is because he's going to help me build the local design as well. And so we're going to dumb this down a bit for simpler, quicker designs, real time in a design studio live. And so the plan is for all this team to go down to Middleton. They'll all be upstairs, and then we'll have downstairs designers that'll be doing the local stuff. The upstairs designers will be doing the national, international stuff. So I'd envision we having a Canadian design team, a European design team, an Australian design team. They'll all be headquartered here because we do all these virtual anyway. And then we will be doing the local installs and all of that as well. And so garages like this is $200,000 worth of product going in that garage versus a garage like mine is probably $70,000 or $80,000 worth of stuff. And so we're going to be that sort of $5,000 to $75,000 garage here locally because the garages aren't as big. I mean, that's a giant garage, right? Yep. And so having a giant 2,000 square foot garage, we don't have any of those really here in the villages. But the cool thing is we're going to be able to video it and show you all of the normal garages all throughout the local area. And so I'm looking at it as a content resource. So we're starting the Obsessed Builds channel, and we're probably June, July, August is when that design studio will be done. We're going to build the first floor, and then we'll build the second floor and build the other half of the second floor is the plan. But then imagine you're this guy, he can jump on a plane, come here, go to the design studio, put hands on Russo, put hands on MSS Plus, put hands on tools, go see some of the you know, the garages around the area, see my garage, see all that stuff. And so the plan is to kind of build that out over time. But for Black Friday, if you're on the fence about doing the design or getting in the queue, I wouldn't hesitate. It's a lot of fun.
It's a no-brainer. Like, honestly, like, you get everything laid out for you. So you get all the invoices. You don't have to put stuff together. So, like, a lot of the calls that I've gotten is, like, they're trying to piecemeal is kind of like what you guys say. Like, some of the pressure washer solutions, the Swiss tracks and all of that. Like, we could do it all for you. And honestly, the price itself, I think the way we have it laid out is just honor the source and buy it from us, and we'll help you throughout the whole process and give you a hand.
Yeah, most of what you guys are going to be doing, if we're not doing like full renders and full proposals and all of that crap, and working with architects and builders, we charge you $1,000, so that way you don't screw me out of at least a little bit of the time that we're taking, and that $1,000 goes towards the purchase price.
So if you're doing Swiss tracks, your $1,000 are already going towards the
Right,
floor
right,
set. So
right, for
essentially
sure.
free.
Correct.
We just, again, we want to give you a hand, help you, and make sure that you buy the right stuff. Like, the worst part that happens is people try to put everything together and then they buy the wrong stuff.
Yeah, you spend double.
Yeah, and then your time too. Like, you're using your time to like, put all of this together when we have, you know, us to be able to put it all for you. So.
That's the lesson I'm learning on doing the custom, full-on curated tool package, is that even if I get it all to you, it's made me fall in love even more with the sonic foam inlays, and because I'll be like 200 hours into organizing all those drawers, and maybe we can cut that down to 30 or 40 hours. But most guys like that are building that garage, they don't really have 30 or 40 hours to just fumble around tool gridding and putting labels on their tools. So I'm thinking for most people, you know, Sonic, it makes me even more convicted about having it in a foam
I don't even
inlay.
know how you do it. Like, honestly, like we've gone to your house and I'm like, how many hours have you spent on all of those drawers? So like, I was looking at you while you were on your phone. Like, it's insane. Like, do you even see him? Like, because
he's out there.
She's full of crap. She's not there. She's out running around somewhere.
It's fine.
Yeah.
You're like, well, keep him busy.
Yeah.
But it takes a lot of time. Like, yeah, the end result is amazing because now you get to combine a lot of, like, people could keep some of the tools that they already have.
Yeah.
And combine it.
Yeah, we can simplify it, I think, to some extent, but it's a big process to put it all together. You put it in your drawer. You got to cut the boards. You got to put everything in place. I'll be able to save people a lot of time because they'll have a photo and instructions. They'll have all the right tooltip holders and everything. But when you're tool gridding out a custom put together grouping of tools, there's still a lot of people that are going to want to do that. But I think like garages like this, the vast majority of people are probably just saying, send me the sonic foam inlays and we'll put them in place.
Yeah, you wrap them, like unwrap them, put them in the drawers, and it's good to go.
And so it makes me think that the beauty of tool grid is it's modular, but I think that long term, I think I need to make a foam solution for the Matt Moorman tool set. But it's also double the price too. It's gonna be about 50 grand for the curated tool grouping versus say 25 grand for like the ultimate MSS Plus, you know, tool setup.
Even your torque stuff is like incredibly expensive. Like,
yeah, it adds up. Yep.
Yep.
So cool. So design, get signed up and get set up because I think you'll really enjoy the experience.
I think so too.
Cut. Yeah. So I think that's all we really need to do. We'll do a wrap up.
Show those
I guess, yeah, I was just thinking about how to kind of wrap this up here today, and we decided to, come into the entry here. So these are the Rousseau cabinets. Rousseau's not on sale, so it doesn't help you today. But if you do want some design, this is my Rousseau array that I was planning on putting here, but instead is going to go into the design studio. The design studio is actually going to change quite a bit. This was the original garage plan. We were planning on building like an oversized single car. Instead, I'm going to build an oversized 5-car. It's going to be a giant display, and I'm going to put the flagship Rousseau and Sonic MSS Plus cabinets in there. And I think that next year is going to be quite a bit different. We're going to be bottling product. We're going to have a design studio. We're going to have another YouTube channel called Obsessed Builds. We will probably have done a few hundred garages here locally by then. This place will change. Hopefully we can de-yellow it and start to build out the warehouse. It's going to be a pretty wild ride. The success of this Black Friday motivates me even more to go out and chase that next step, which is to continue to provide solutions to problems that people didn't know they had. That's what this is. And so the original plan for the design studio was this, and it's going to change drastically. It's going to be much, much bigger than what I was originally planning. So I'm pretty excited about that. But it's been a great year thus far. Hopefully we have a good Sunday and Monday. We're going to get orders out. We've really sort of figured out how to do this, and then continue to chase the getting set up in other countries and developing products, taking products to the next level. I feel like we've reached the ceiling of the vast majority of products that are available, and so now it's working with the manufacturers to improve the products, or sometimes I got to just go make it myself. And so that's the future, I think, of OG, is to continue to improve the excellent products that we already represent, and then figure out how to make more people aware of it, is my goals over the next few years. But I think that the Middleton showroom is going to be really, really cool. I think it's going to be very useful for you guys too, even if you're not here, to just see, we'll be sharing it, and you get to see how I put together all these different individual things. I mean, that warehouse is thousands of little things that go together to make what the design team is putting together, to make what looks to be a simple garage or a simple kitchen or a simple closet. And then I think that's the complex part, is making it look easy, making it look simple. And that's what Obsessed Garage has become, the resource for that. And then we're working on being excellent at delivering it to you. And so that's what I'm was hoping to show you here today. The building's ugly. The lights aren't the right color temp, but I think most of you can kind of see the vision I have for this. We're going to chase it, and we're going to get there one step at a time. The biggest thing for me to learn over the last few years was how to become patient in this. That's been the hardest part. So I think that's a wrap for today. We're going to go, the warehouse is going to shut down here in an hour. I'm going to shut down for the day. I want to go get my garage organized and go hang out in my newly designed office. I want to finish my desk office setup video for you, so I can get that up so you can see what I did there. And we're going to Helen on Thursday, so I'm going to go up to Helen and do some home theater stuff and pitch you on coming to Helen, because I do need to book that this year for the upcoming year. So lots of cool stuff coming. Anyway, I'm really appreciative for the support. Couldn't be more thankful. Michelle's pretty pumped that I'm pumped, and so she's let me do this thing, as you can see. And so hopefully we can keep creating solutions to things you didn't know you needed. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Top 5 things people should go buy right now.
Oh, top 5 things? Mm-hmm. Number 1, GFX. Number 2, touchless, traceless. Number 3, Mirka 3-inch polisher. Number 4, let's see. 4 is the LE, but if you're not in the Merca level, would be the LE polishers. And let's see, 5th one would be, I would buy 10 OG shirts. Just buy every color, because you're going to be the best shirt you own. Do it. And gift cards, that's number 5.5. The gift card. I forgot about gift cards. I haven't talked about that at all. Gift cards are super sweet. So we need to pump that up for closer to the last minute stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching.
Tomorrow, we'll have a stream tomorrow, 10 a.m.
10 a.m. back in Middleton. We're going to go over origin stories. I better save my voice. I'm going to be yapping you up tomorrow. So we'll go over origin stories of all the different things in my garage. We'll talk about the vacuum, the pressure washing, talk about car washing and detailing in general, and what that means. Maybe we'll do some home stuff as well. Talk about that. Maybe I'll tell you the closet story. Maybe I should wait until I get the closet story figured out before I tell you that whole thing. So anyway, thanks for the support. We'll see you guys tomorrow.